This original WSRE presentation is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
Let me try to explain it to you one more time. See, they were a crack commando unit during the Vietnam War, and they got framed for a crime they didn't commit. I think someone tore the tag off a mattress or something. So they hid in the largest city on the West Coast and became soldiers of fortune. Every week, a different random person would find them in that huge city of 10 million people and hire them to do a job that no one else could handle. Of course, the U.S. government, the most powerful force on earth, could never find them. And to be honest, they had one script and they just changed the title every week. But it was still a great show. I remember one time, shoot, we're on. Remind me to tell you about Murdoch and the trash bags later. Hello again and welcome to Nightmare Theater. I am your host, the Baron Mondo Von Doren. And here with me is Mittens the Werewolf. And we are, once again, waiting for El Sapo to show up with tonight's movie. He should be coming in any minute now if the sudden foul odor is to be believed.
Hey, boss. Hey, Mittens. Say, guys. What smells so good up in here?
Definitely not you. Where have you been all day?
Well, you see, I was down at the furniture factory. I had to get me a nice new cushion for my high chair.
Your high... Well, never mind. I don't want to know. Let me ask you the eternal question. Do you have a movie?
I do not, but I found this while I was sampling some wood glue and turpentine fumes. I'm not sure what's on it, but it's liable to be great, I bet. Can you show up while I run get a movie? There's a whole pile of them down in the cellar.
Well, there he goes, folks. Let's see what he gave us. A trailer for something called Radar Men from the Moon. Oh, here we go again. Another serial. I guess we might as well just jump right in. Try to enjoy it, folks. I dare you.
Meet Commando Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe. He's the new screen sensation everybody's cheering in Republic's serial thriller, Radar Men from the Moon. When the Moon Monsters, under the direction of Rettig, ruthless dictator of the Moon, scheme to invade the Earth,
and have your ray gun set up ready to blast them. This time you must not fail.
Yes, Your Excellency.
The nations of the world appeal to Commando Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe.
Cody and his assistants must be destroyed.
Okay, we'll go back to town and get them.
First to see an actual invasion from the moon. In Republic's Radar Men from the Moon.
Welcome back. I hope at least one of you out there enjoyed that preview of Radar Men from the Moon. But I mean, what kind of person would enjoy that? You know what this means, right? It means we're going to be most likely cursed with this for the next several weeks of that horrible, horrible serial. We are in for one long, stupid ride. Speaking of stupid, I wonder where El Sapo is.
Hey, boss. Hey, Mittens. Say, fellas, while I was down there in the cellar looking for a film, I saw the preview for that Radar Men thing. It looked packed with excitement and great stars. Man, that looks just great, doesn't it?
No, not at all.
But I bet it would be cool to have a rocket pack like that. I could fly all around the town, visit other countries on the cheap. I could run back and forth to the store when you run out of foot powder. I could use it all the time, boss. Commando Sapo, the flying Sapo, no, soaring Sapo. Those names all sound great. I have a jacket. I can get me a helmet. I wonder if I could build a rocket pack and fly around. I wonder.
I doubt it. The FAA or the Navy would surely shoot you down. But instead of focusing on rocket packs so you can imitate bad actors in bad serials, how about just doing your job? Any chance you managed to find us a film while you were down there?
Oh boy, I sure did. I think I found what the smart folks call a top political thriller, like that Manchurian Man or all the president's candidates. I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised and maybe, just maybe, a little impressed. Check it out.
Oh no. I have a vague recollection of this film. The Werewolf of Washington. It's hazy, but it's coming back. If I'm not mistaken, this film was featured in a World Health Organization documentary on dangerous films. It's technically a felony to expose people to this film without their express written consent.
Oh, come on, it can't possibly be that bad.
Oh, it is. It stars Dean Stockwell, who looks like he's doing the role at gunpoint. It also stars the normally hilarious and likable Clifton James, who was great as the Southern Sheriff in the James Bond movies Live and Let Die and The Man with the Golden Gun. James is perhaps best remembered as the floor walker in Cool Hand Luke. But in this film, he woodenly plays the Attorney General.
Well, let me ask you this. What is this movie about, boss?
Well, that's a pretty good question. It's supposed to be a satire based on the events of Watergate. Somehow, it's about a guy in government who gets bitten by a werewolf.
Like that time Mittens bit the man from the gas company.
Yeah, well, yeah, sort of, whatever. As I was saying, it's about a guy in government who gets bitten by a werewolf and turns into a monster or something.
A man who goes to Washington and becomes a monster? That's hard to believe. Do you remember who directed this film?
I can tell you with absolute assurance it was directed by a guy named Milton Moses Ginsburg.
That's a name you just made up right there on the spot.
I know it sounds like someone in the witness protection program might use, but it's a real name for a real man. He both wrote and directed this film. He directed 4 other films no one has ever heard of, but thanks to you, we are stuck with this one.
I'm confused by the title, boss. Do you suppose there ever has been a werewolf president? I mean, the law of averages say there has got to have been one by now, right?
Well, historians are unsure and no one knows. However, rumors were rampant about the Grover Cleveland administration after those dead chickens kept appearing on the White House lawn.
President Grover, that's a good one, boss. Who was his vice president, Big Bird?
Your knowledge of U.S. presidents is just as poor as your hygiene. Look, it's getting late and we have to get started. So like tearing off a Band-Aid, the best thing to do is just make it real quick. So sit back, relax, as Nightmare Theater presents one of the worst films ever made, The Werewolf of Washington, here on Nightmare Theater.
President Grover, I gotta remember that one, boss.
That it could happen in America. That it could happen now. That it could ever happen to me. Jack Whittier is my name. Maybe you remember my byline. I was the youngest member of the Washington Press Corps, its fastest rising star. One of the best and brightest, as we used to say. Before so much blood passed under those pretty Potomac bridges. I was having an affair with the president's daughter, and I wanted out. Without hurting her feelings, or frankly, my career. So I had my paper reassign me to our bureau in Budapest. Somehow, the president heard I was banished for being too pro-administration. And he offered me a job which I couldn't refuse. Which is where the terrible events that were to destroy my career and my life begin.
It's silver. I found it in a little shop. I didn't think there were such things left.
What's it for?
You mean you don't know?
Honest to God, Giselle, I'll have you in Washington within 6 weeks. I'll get you a visa. I'll get you a job.
I don't want a job. A job with who? The FBI?
Stop it, Giselle. Now, will you come on?
You're trying to get somebody killed, you ran me right into the tree. What are you doing right just standing here right in the middle of the road? Will you say something? What's the matter? Can't you speak English? Giselle, will you get back in the car? I gotta make it to the airport. I'm sorry, sir. I lost my temper. But my car won't start, and I have to catch a plane. It's very important. Do you know, is there a gas station around or someone that could help me? Hey. It won't start. Hey, mister! I really need help! How do you say help? Shaggy! Come on. Shaggy! Now, please, the only reason I'm asking you is because my car crashed because of him. Now, could you just give me a little help, please?
Σας παρακαλώ, φύγετε. Αν δεν φύγετε, θα μας δόξουμε και θα φύγουμε εμείς.
I'm down here, this one.
Yes, if we won't leave, they will.
No, they'll leave. We can't leave! Damn it! I told you my car is stuck.
Άφησε με smart.
Είμαι stuck over there by the tree. Listen. And it's because of him. It's all his fault. He ran me off the road. What are you afraid of? You don't have to go anywhere. Country's $1,500 million worth of aid every year. What are you looking at? Will you quit looking at yourself? Thank you. That's right, that's fine. I wish I was religious. I cleared prayer right here. Hey! What's the matter? There. Over there?
Yes, over there.
Fine. Is it far? Long way?
Yes,
far.
it is far.
How far?
Not too much.
Oh, good, I can walk.
No, not tonight. Come in.
Do you know what time, the departure schedule of the train?
Not tonight. The moon. Come in. Not tonight. Come in.
Thank you very much. I'm in a hurry. Just
come in.
What are you afraid of? Giselle? Giselle?
And so it must have been a wolf. We could find no corpse.
Oh, come on. I killed a man, and I killed him with this thing.
You said it was an accident, my boy.
It was an accident. But are you going to just take my word for it? Aren't you going to detain me?
The inspector has offered us his car and the driver.
What's going on here? This country is crawling with bureaucrats. Where are they? Why aren't they here questioning us?
Jack, they are willing to let go us. Let's go.
What are you trying to cover up? Is the White House behind this?
The what house?
The White House.
Take it easy. You don't even know what are you saying.
Espirito, not busy.
What'd she say?
She says you are feverish because of the wound.
I'm afraid I must ask you to leave the area at once. I tell you again, no one has been reported missing. No corpse has been found. If you continue to make a nuisance of yourself, I shall have you locked up.
How come you speak English? Huh? That was your son that I killed, wasn't it?
Ne, παιδί μου ήτανε.
Yes, that was her son.
And you don't even care that I killed him.
Δεν τον σκότωσες. Τον λύτρωσες. Ήθελε να πεθάνει, να γλιτώσει.
She says you didn't kill him. You released him. He needed to die. He longed to rest.
Because of the communists? Secret police?
Πεντάλφα. Το Pentagon.
Because of the sign of the pentagram.
Ah, the Pentagon is behind all of this.
The pentagram. The mark of the beast. This.
Oh, that's just a bunch of insanity.
Όταν σε δαγκώσει λυκάνθρωπος, είσαι και εσύ λυκάνθρωπος.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Oh, bull. Find out who she's working for.
Δεν σε δάγκωσε ο λυκάνθρωπος.
The wolf bit you, didn't he?
Yes, damn it.
Αυτό να το θυμάσαι, να το φοράς πάντα κοντά στην καρδιά σου. Και να θυμάσαι ένα.
Wear this charm over your heart always. And remember, a werewolf can only be killed with a silver bullet or a stick with a silver handle.
Ο Θεός να σε βοηθήσει, παιδί.
Heaven help you, my son.
Hello and welcome back to Nightmare Theater. I'd ask if you're enjoying the film, but that would be like rubbing salt into an open wound. No one can enjoy this film.
Boss, I gotta admit you were right. There is some shoddy camera work in this film.
Shoddy isn't the word. Your work is shoddy. The camera here is deplorable. It's like someone set the camera on a chair, turned it on, and left for the day. Man, I wish I could leave for the day.
And did you happen to notice how bad the lighting is in some of these scenes?
I did. I'm actually a trained noticer and a proud graduate of the Juilliard School of Noticing. But even a blind man could see the lighting in this film because there isn't any.
Why do you suppose that is? Was it because this movie was filmed during the energy crisis?
No. My first guess is the cameraman and lighting crew read the script and refused to participate. I bet in the credits under lighting it says, not applicable. Great film you picked for us there, Sapo.
Well, you know what then, Dr. Weisenheimer? You go right ahead and watch this yourself. I'm going to take a vacation. A pause for the cause, as the hip cats say. I'm going to sit here and read the paper and maybe have a snack while you and Mittens handle the rest of this.
Okay, fine. Good riddance. I already did the jumble if that's what you're after, and the Kathy strip is a repeat. Something about her not being able to find a bathing suit.
Then you know what? I'll read the local news. There's always something good or interesting in the local news. We live in an exciting time. Let's see. A local man embarrassed himself recently at Speedy's car wash when he got his pants caught in the... They said they were going to bury that story. Next time I won't wear pants at all.
Are you really going to sit there and read that paper while we have work to do?
Yes, I am. Wait. Say, wait a minute. Here's something. Due to the recent scandal and subsequent resignation, there is an opening for the captain of the neighborhood watch on Lugosi Lane. Candidates should file appropriate paperwork by mail through the clerk's office.
Let me see that. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for. This is how I submit my power.
Are you thinking of running, boss?
Yes. Yes, I am. I am just the guy to rule these rubes in this suburban hellhole. I'll consolidate a power base. I'll build coalitions. And at the last minute, I'll turn on them to get what I want. And just imagine the graft and kickbacks. While I break out the Machiavelli and get to work on my campaign, why don't you folks get back to the Werewolf of Washington here on Nightmare Theater? Brew some coffee and get some cigars, Seppo. We have work to do.
Will do, boss, will do.
Jack. The president wants to see you. He's in my bedroom.
Why, those poor people are simply shiftless. They are. They just want something for nothing. Why, my family, we worked for everything we had. And do you know that we have a deed from the King of England for our property in Maryland? And now, Lon, these jerks just want to come and they want to give it to the communists. Just give it. Isn't that right, Maurice? I mean, you agree with me, don't you, honey? I don't know where that man came from. You know, Maryland is my home state.
It's good to see you, Jack.
Mr. President.
You're looking fine, just fine. Settle it any way you want, but just make sure it doesn't fall back in my lap or the Attorney General's. How's your flight, Jack?
I mean, I think Washington is going to be quite a come down in many ways. I'm going to have to sell my stock. But you...
Even though you're my press aide, your job will deal mainly with the Justice Department. The Attorney General is just too honest for his own good. We need to help restore his image with the press. And also deal with the Captree nomination, especially the Captree nomination. Have you met Mrs. Captree?
No, sir.
She's going to be a problem. How do you tell a man to dump his wife for the good of his country? Well, anyway, I want to restore some balance on the court. I mean, if there's with a Southerner, we could give them a sense of belonging down there. Damn it, you know what I mean, Jack.
I think I do, sir, yes.
Well, that's all the speech I have for now. But we'll talk some more later. Have you seen Marion yet? I don't understand you young people.
She's seeing a nice young man nowadays. You should get to know him. He's a psychiatrist, a naval psychiatrist. I think you'd like him.
And Senator Bond does not represent the people of Maryland. Hello there, Mr. President. You know, I was just telling the Attorney General here, that Senator Bond, oh, he makes me so sick. I just can't stand it.
Mrs. Captree, I'm sure your husband doesn't even feel that strongly about it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Jack, you see the kind of problems we have here. The judge, I want you to meet Jack Whittier, the new assistant press secretary.
How do you do?
Mrs. Captree.
Oh, is he the Jewish young man that you hired to muzzle me?
No, I'm afraid afraid they couldn't find him.
Oh, well, you look smart.
I'm going to excuse myself now.
You sleep tight now, Mr. President.
Oh, Miriam.
Hello, Jack.
My, that Marion's such a lovely girl. Did the Washington Times really send you to Siberia for sucking the truth to her, Mr. Whittier?
It was Hungary.
What?
Hungary?
Come on, Margie. I think it's time we left for home, too.
Oh, no, Elliot, honey. Well, why don't you run along like you always do? I'm sure this nice young man will see me home, won't you, honey?
Certainly. I think your father's a cross between Abraham Lincoln and Jesus Christ.
I'm engaged to be married, Jack.
Already? To that psychiatrist guy? Mrs. Captree, anytime you're ready.
No, honey, just adding one little more for the road. You know, anytime you have people marching in the streets, you're just catering to a revolution. You know what my husband says? Well, my husband has said many times that he actually prefers some of them Russian communists against the liberal colonists in this country. What's the matter with my hand?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, my goodness, my land, Jack. You're just some terrible wolf, aren't you?
Marion and I are leaving. I thought I'd come over and say good evening to you, Jack. Well, it's 7. Why don't you come in and talk to me sometime, Jack? We'll have a talk, huh?
All right, sure.
Now, where were we? Where were we?
Hello and welcome back to Nightmare Theater. My, this movie is creeping along at a snail's pace, isn't it? You'd think this film would be labeled as a sedative since it has been clinically proven to put people to sleep. But we're not sleepy around here. We're full of political energy.
We are? Oh, I mean, yes, we are. If we were sitting down, we would be on the absolute very edge of our seats. Right, boss?
You bet. We've caught a case of election fever. I'm about to announce my candidacy. I'm going to run for the captain of the neighborhood watch.
Whoa, wait, you were serious about that?
Of course I was. I was born to get into politics. I'm a natural leader and well suited for the dignity of public office.
I thought you were kidding, boss. Like that time you told me you were going to learn how to square dance. I didn't know you were actually going to file. Are you sure that's a good idea, boss?
Look, El Sapo. Is the fact that I plan to run a problem for you?
No, not at all. I have no problem whatsoever. Might be a problem around here, though. Mittens filed this morning, and he asked me to be his campaign manager.
Judas! The truth has finally come out. You two are plotting and conspiring against me.
Well, relax. I told him no, I don't want to get into politics. I did tell him I would serve as his interpreter if need be.
Is that true, Mittens? Were you planning to run against me? Well, no problem. I'm sure they'll let you take back your application. We'll give them a call once the movie starts back up. What do you mean, no?
I think he means no, he is not going to take back the application.
I know what the word no means. I was asking him what he means by... You know what? Never mind. Come on, Mittens, you can take back the application. We both know I'm more qualified for the position. What do you mean? It's always been your lifelong dream to serve on a neighborhood watch? What kind of dream is that?
Hey, boss, last night I had a dream about...
This is not the time for that, El Sapo. Come on, Mittens, let me run. I know I can win. So you're saying the voters should decide. Okay, Buster, if that's how you want it. No way. You're challenging me to a debate? Oh, that is rich. Deal. Set it up, Sapo. And just remember, buddy boy, you wanted this. I gave you a reasonable and honorable way out. Folks, while I prepare to crush Mittens in this debate, why don't you get back to the movie?
I watched the damn thing myself. They didn't even have a station break. And this prejudiced, hostile critic is the commentator they put on right after the president's address about Captree. Well, I have the network's word. They're gonna bury this guy someplace.
What do you mean?
Give him the axe. Drop him.
You're kidding.
No. The president is fed up with this guy's facial expressions and gestures. We've got some friends there. It's the other networks I'm worried about. Here. Take a look at the speech the vice president's going to read tomorrow night. We are going to war against the networks, Jack. We're going to win back the minds and hearts of the American people. And we have got to have Captree on that court to win the fight, or we're in trouble. Hell, you understand. Hey, look, Jack, there's a line in there I have trouble with, something about the views of a small group. How does small strike you? That's a little soft. What would you call your compatriots of the press if you wanted to be, a little more flashy?
Let's see. Well, at their worst, a coterie of impudent snobs. Or, no, I mean, really, I could find some...
No, that's great. We'll use it.
You're kidding.
No, it's just what we want. Look, the man told me to give you a draft of the speech and listen to your suggestions on it. Now I know why. I want you to spice it up a bit, huh?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't use that line that I just suggested.
Why not? That is exactly what we want. And not now. Yeah. My God. What's this country coming to? Mrs. Captree was just found dead. Guts ripped open.
Have you been? I guess I asked that last night.
Yeah, I guess you did. Gee, I haven't been in the White House in a long time.
Well, not everyone gets to see all of the White House, Jack.
I'm supposed to meet with your father.
It's really awful about Mrs. Captree, isn't it? And those shoes they found, that's weird.
Shoes? Giselle, Marion, the president's waiting for me. I better not keep him.
then Judge Captree ask that his nomination be withdrawn because of this horrible tragedy?
Well, I've asked him not to make that request. Frankly, I don't want his name withdrawn. The current permissive trends continue in this country. I'm worried about national anarchy. Andrea, you and I, we don't see eye to eye about most things. Never asked for your support, and I've never received it. But if your paper could change its position, it would swing the nomination for him.
I'll think about it, Mr. President.
Good. I'm sorry to have kept you here so late. Oh, by the way, I've asked the FCC to act as quickly as possible upon that application, no matter what position you take. After all, I do owe you a favor. If you hadn't banished Jack here to Budapest, well, I wouldn't have a new assistant press secretary. Good evening, darling.
Mr. President, we didn't banish Jack. I begged him to stay here, didn't I, Jack? He requested the transfer for personal reasons.
Jack?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go, Mr. President. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll leave with Jack.
No, I mean, I'll stay here with you, Mr. President.
Well, I'll think it over, Mr. President. I may surprise you.
Well, thank you, Andrea.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Jack. Good night. Good night.
Jack! Jack! Jack, I think I could be your friend, Jack. If you could just accept that. I'd like to be. You don't look well, Jack. Jack!
Don't wait for me there, Marion. Wait for me in your room. Go away now!
Jack! Jack!
Hi, this is Butch Patrick, and we're all watching Nightmare Theater.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in the public sphere. Welcome to Eyes on the Issues. My name is Dr. Lester W. Sinclair, podiatrist, optometrist, and certified heating and air conditioning repairman. Remember, when your feet hurt, or you can't see, or it's just too hot, call me. I'm in the Yellow Pages. 3 times. Tonight, Two gladiators in municipal combat square off in a free and public debate. The mind harkens back to the great old days of Lincoln versus Douglas, Kennedy versus Nixon, Biggie versus Tupac. All those debates will seem like grade school level squabbling after tonight. Two powerful candidates are vying for the position of neighborhood watch captain. Both are eminently qualified, both are willing to serve. Neither of them has anything better to do. On my right, the Baron Mondo Von Doren. To my left, Mittens T. Werewolf. Both candidates will present a brief opening statement and then we'll answer questions. Baron Mondo Von Doren, since your bribe envelope was slightly larger, I will begin with you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Baron Mondo Von Doren, and I am uniquely qualified to serve as your neighborhood watch captain. I have lived on this block and among you people for what seems like 10,000 years. Now, of course, I've never associated with any of you, but I do care deeply about this community's people, I guess. Anyway, I alone can lead you through the dark forests and into the light. I will remove the biggest threat to you, to your homes, to your pies cooling on your windowsills. Only I can stop the one pawing through your garbage at night. Only I can stop the one who curdles your milk and freezes your clocks. I alone can remove El Sapo de Tempesto from your streets. If elected, I'll lock him away for good. Your crops will be safe. Your neighborhood will be safe. Elect me.
I can't help but feel that was a little aimed at me there, boss.
Quiet, you.
Now, a word from Mittens T. Werewolf. I'm being told that Mittens does not speak English. Well, that's just great. Therefore, his interpreter, Admiral El Sapo de Tempesto, will translate.
He is not an admiral.
I must ask you to respect the rules of debate, Baron. You are not called upon.
That's telling them, Doc.
Sir, please be silent. Just interpret what this fool has to say, then... How did I get involved in this?
Let's see. The Baron is not qualified to serve as your captain. He does not even live on this street. He has a mansion in London, and he only flies over for these movies. One time he stole a jar of mayonnaise from a gas station.
That's a bald-faced lie.
Sir, I must ask you again not to interrupt. Continue.
The Baron is not even a real Baron. The Baron says El Sapo is a threat. Well, let me tell you something. Do you know who hired El Sapo? Who brought him into your neighborhood? Who put him on your street? The Baron did. Sir, I accuse the Baron caused and manufactured this threat, and now he wants credit for fixing it. You know, Doc, I can't help but think that both of these guys are taking cheap shots at me.
Shut up.
You can't tell me to shut up.
I just did.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about this retort, Professor? You shut up. And that goes double for you, Fuzzy Britches.
Gentlemen, please, if we could just please return to the subject at hand.
Oh, you shut up too, Mr. Smarty Pants.
That's it. I'm out of here. These two are the only two on the ballot, so we are stuck with one of them. I apologize to all of you. For the next 2 weeks, I'll give 10% off anyone needing new glasses, orthopedic shoes, or a new air conditioning and heating system. Remember,
beat it.
Allow me to show this guy to the door, boss.
Now let's get back to whatever movie we're showing this week. I have a campaign to resurrect.
Says it's a werewolf.
A weird wolf.
A werewolf. Werewolf. Can you imagine what happened if the press gets a hold of that? I think the kid did himself.
He looks like he could sever a jugular.
Well, I don't think the kid did it.
No, maybe he did do it. His obvious hatred of female authority figures, the expression he keeps using, mother. Well, it fits the pattern of the crimes. Prominent middle-aged women found near national monuments.
I don't think the kid did it.
You're the whiz kid. You keep him from the press.
Hi, how are you? Could you just tell me exactly what you saw?
Look, we just saw this figure running away.
figure running away? Was it a man or a woman? Or was it light or dark? Or was it light or dark?
It was too dark to tell.
The figure was dark, wasn't it? This figure was dark.
All right, it was dark. It was very dark.
Debbie, just be cool. A black man. No, it was a werewolf, you racist pig.
Just 1 minute,
Don't
boy.
point your finger at me.
Who are you talking to?
Come on, take it easy. Take it easy.
Look, we didn't do anything.
Take it easy. Now, could you kids tell me something more detail about this running figure?
It was hairy. It walked funny.
Uh-huh.
The Panthers.
How do you know it's the Panthers?
I know it. Book 'em.
Fuck 'em? Wait a minute, what for?
Narcotics.
Oh, no, wait a minute, listen. That's just give me. All right. Where are you kids staying?
The Chevrolet Hilton.
The what?
Big bus on the mall.
I'm just trying to help you now. We're going to assign an FBI agent to keep you under surveillance, or else we're going to have to lock you up.
Oh, wow, man.
Thank you.
You stay with me. Well, sir, do you have any leads? I mean, this is the second murder of a national figure in 2 days. Are you sure you have enough manpower to trap the killer? I mean, your boys seem to be busy with the networks.
Let me tell you something. None of this would have happened if you people didn't support the very elements in our society that did this.
Easy, Ron, easy. Don't let them get to you.
How do you know that we support the elements when you don't have one single lead?
We do have a suspect, and an indictment is imminent.
Sir, I must insist that you stop talking to these people.
Does imminent mean today, tomorrow, or indefinitely, sir?
Imminent means tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
I'm sorry, sir.
And won't you bleeding hearts be surprised?
He doesn't have one indictment. He's too busy investigating us.
You see? See? Jack! Jack!
That the three of you are cooped up on one of these for, how long is that?
It's about 2 weeks altogether.
2 weeks?
Sir, do you mind if I...
No, you go right ahead.
Oh, this one doesn't seem to work.
Huh? Oh, yeah, let me give you a hand there. Oh, that's strange.
That's all right, sir. I'll use this one.
No, that isn't the point. That's odd. There's nobody in there. I'll just reach down under and get the latch for you.
Sir, I'll do it. Just a second.
No. You just go about your business. I'll get the janitor to look into that. You know, it's odd. We got one of you fellas up on the moon, but when it comes to fixing a little latch like that, we're just all thumbs. Okay, there's Remington I want to show you out here that Blackwood's gave it to me when they made you chief 2 years back. There it is. Just hold it there. Don't want to forget this. 2 weeks. That 3 or 2 weeks you were in that?
2 weeks.
Only give you a minute, but I'd like you to stay and see the senator.
Mr. President, I'm not feeling very well. Do you think you might want to find someone to replace me?
Me right now? Well, sure, go ahead. Take a nap, Jack.
No, I mean generally, sir.
Come on, Jack. You're doing a fine job. You're indispensable to me. I need you now more than ever.
It's about those shoes, sir.
Shoes? What shoes? Jack, would you please stop scratching the palms of your hands? It's just not manly.
It's about the murders, sir. I don't believe that the Panthers did them.
Well, there hasn't been a murder since we put a guard on that black boy.
But the moon hasn't risen yet. Put a guard on me.
Damn that mob out there. Now look, Jack, what is the meaning of this? That speech you wrote last night was just great. They don't know what hit them. And it's all because of you. I want to assign you full time to writing speeches for the vice president.
Mr. President, I think I'm a werewolf.
The senator, Mr. President.
What?
The senator.
Speak up here. Damn it, I can't hear you.
The senator, Mr. President.
Oh, send her in.
Threw it up for grabs. It was deflected as he threw it up.
Oh, Jack. We all get disturbed at some time or another over some damn little thing. But I won't hear of you leaving the team until you've had a chat with Commander Sam. All right?
Mr. President, hello.
Oh, Joan. It's good to see you. Come in, come in.
We now present a paid political announcement from the Baron Mondo von Doren.
Hello, friends. And make no mistake, I'm proud to call you my friends. I'd really like to apologize for my performance in the recent debate. To be fair, it wasn't my fault. I was goaded into overreacting by El Sapo. He has that effect on me. I mean, have you seen him? But let's put the past where it belongs and focus on the future. Friends, I can do a better job of representing you on the Neighborhood Watch than Mittens can. For one, I can speak. How can someone who can't speak represent you? And I swear, I hate to sink to this level, but as voters, you have the right to know. Do you remember that story from London about the little old lady who got mutilated late that night? All I'm going to say is this. Mittens once spent a summer in England. Is that the kind of representative you want? I will make it safe for little old ladies to walk the streets. Well, at least until 10 p.m. Then they're on their own. I will lock up the dreadful El Sapo. On election day, vote for the man in the red suit who will speak for you. Vote for me, the Baron Mondo von Doren. Together, we're going to keep El Sapo off those streets.
This has been a paid political advertisement on behalf of Barons for a Sapo-Free Neighborhood, Baron Mondo von Doren, Chairman.
I'm a murderer. I killed someone last night. Dr. Salmon, you believe that a man can change into an animal? An animal? Have you ever heard of the mark of the beast? What? There's a curse on me. I was bitten by a wolf. Only it wasn't a wolf. Only it wasn't a wolf. It was a werewolf. And now when the full moon rises, I change into an animal with only one desire, the desire to kill.
Oh, Jack, really, a werewolf.
Thank you. Well, what about my blackouts? And my scar? And my finger? And what about those shoes?
I think you're in trouble, Jack, but not the kind of trouble you think you're in.
What about my seeing the sign of the pentagram?
Well, sometimes we see our conflicts in terms of political symbols.
What's politics got to do with this?
Oh, what does the Pentagon have to do with it?
The pentagram! Gentlemen, the five-pointed star.
We're here to order dinner now.
Doctor, would you come to the bathroom with me?
Later, sir.
Please. Will you come with me to the bathroom?
Later.
Doctor, please.
Yes, please.
I want to show you something.
Here?
It's on my chest.
All right. now, but they're not very hard to explain. Now, you feel guilty because you were with both of these women when they were killed.
And you don't think that in itself is strange?
And you have the feeling that you could have done something to stop it, coupled with guilt feelings for having murderous...
Well, look at this.
Guilt feelings for having murderous wishes towards these women for evil reasons, for both of which you want to be punished.
Will you look at this?
So?
I saw this in the palm of each of my victims.
Jack, I want to help you.
Well, then lock me up.
Come over to the hospital tomorrow and we'll talk over it.
But someone's gonna die tonight!
Will you two shut up? Jack, I cannot help you unless you really want me to help you. Now remember what I told you.
Jack Whittier on the line for Cliff Mapes. Cliff? Jack, fine. Little favor. Look, who would I talk to over there to find out if someone from Budapest is a red dart? Maybe Chinese. G-I-S-E-L-L-E. Frenick, F-R-E-N-N-I-K. French Romanian, about 30. Correspondent for the Budapest House Organ. Jack Whittier. Hi, Angel. Dr. Salmon? Yes, I did. Now he has me thinking that whatever was bothering me was all in my mind. No, that's just between me and my analyst. Together now. I'm beginning to think that while I was in Budapest, I was brainwashed or something. Yeah, to cover up some political activities here. Assassinations, you know. What? Secret Service man never publishes a book. Oh, sure. Come over. No, maybe you better not. Oh, God. Please. Let me go through this.
Here, let's go.
Oh, no, man, without you. You know, we want to make it. You know what I mean, don't you? Make it. Do it.
Capital steps. No, man, we really want to take a walk. Could you stay behind, you know, like 100 paces?
No, seriously, I want to make a phone call, Mr.
Murphy. Randy Murphy.
I'm going to go for Sally, okay?
Yeah, man.
Information? Yeah. Randy Murphy. He's somewhere in Georgetown, I think. Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Murphy. This is the Werewolf of Washington. I know just what you want.
Are the end of it?
No. I left a message. He'll be back later, and I said that we called.
Yeah, well, you ready to go? Look, come on, let's go.
Say, folks, are you tired of yelling back at the TV, screaming endlessly at El Sapo and his ineptitude?
I never heard anyone yelling lately.
Yes, but I'm sure there are many people constantly yelling at you. We can't hear them. I wish someone would invent a way for the people to tell you exactly what they think.
Someone has. It's called email. Folks can email us at info@nightmaretheater.com. You can even compliment me if you have a mind to.
No chance that'll happen. Send us some email. Let us know what you think. Mittens and El Sapo are standing by to read your thoughts. You know, many people don't realize the importance of Minnesota in popular music.
Tell me about.
Prince, Morris Day and the Time, Soul Asylum.
What about the Rolling Stones?
No, they're not from Minnesota. Do you know?
Whoa, it's my mother-in-law, look.
Welcome back to Nightmare Theater. We are again here in the sub basement of the television station with the mysterious Curator, and he's brought us some more amazing items from the Merrill Movie Museum for us to take a look at tonight. So, Curator, without further ado, why don't you tell us what we have here?
So this is Academy Award-winning makeup here. These are pieces that were done for the 2010 version of The Wolfman, directed by Joe Johnston, a remake of the original Universal film, starring Benicio del Toro, and in this case, actually worn by Sir Anthony Hopkins. He was the senior Wolfman in the film. So these are kind of some of the pieces that went into transforming him into a werewolf.
And he actually touched these.
He not only touched them, he wore them, had the teeth in his mouth.
So who was the makeup artist on this?
Rick Baker.
Oh, the great Rick Baker.
Who is a multiple Academy Award winner. This one of the last films he did before he retired, one of the last films that he won an Academy Award for. He's now retired. But you can see there's several pieces that would go in. He would need to wear the mask. He'd have to put, the teeth would go in, and then this is kind of like a lower jaw. This would be a cowl that would go over the chest part, so his head would come through here.
Oh my.
And you can see it's showing some age, so it's crumbling a little bit there.
Like Anthony Hopkins himself.
Indeed. And then, he'd wear the gloves.
Wow, his small hands, didn't he?
And then they'd have the nails that would go onto the gloves. Wow. So all of this would go together, along with costuming, along with whatever other effects they put onto him, to transform him into a scary werewolf.
Now, in the, we'll call it the olden times of film, this was what they had. There weren't computer-generated effects. There weren't, they couldn't do anything that way. So everything, going back to guys like Lon Chaney, who, with cotton wadding and fish hooks to hold his eyes open to make himself look more. So how has this evolved over the years?
Well, in those days, they would have just kind of quick cut away, and maybe they'd have a couple of different masks. And you still see some of that technique in some things. But now they do aid these kinds of transformation scenes with computer graphics and things like that. You may still have a transformational piece that's done to show a more lingering shot on a piece of transformation, but generally they would be enhanced or somehow, if not just totally done with effects, which happens a lot now too with motion capture. They may not even bother to create a mask anymore. They may just create the whole thing on a computer.
Like my head.
Right, yeah. Well, but when you talk about a guy like Rick Baker, he's been long associated with werewolves. I think we can talk about, an American Werewolf in London is probably the scene that made him as an effects artist. He'd done a lot of work before that, but that scene is so incredible, the scene where David Naughton actually turns into a werewolf, which was done all with practical effects at that time.
Right, yeah, that more or less made his reputation, and in fact, when Michael Jackson was looking to have makeup done for the Thriller video, that was what he referenced, and he went to Rick Baker, and Rick Baker did all the makeup and effects on that, which were again done without any kind of computer enhancement or anything like that. That's all straight makeup. So not only Michael Jackson's transformation in the Thriller video, but everything, all the zombies and everything like that are in the Thriller video, that comes from Rick Baker.
Interesting.
He's done an enormous number of films, but this particular film was a real passion project for everybody that was involved with it because they were such fans of the original Lon Chaney werewolf in The Wolfman. So everybody that was involved in this really wanted to do a first quality werewolf movie. Critics may not think they achieved that, but at least from the Academy Award standpoint.
Watch that director's cut; it's pretty great.
Exactly.
But and werewolves, of course, spread throughout cinema history. We've had like even tonight's movie we're showing, Werewolf of Washington, but things like going back to Lon Chaney and Henry Hull and Werewolf of London, and up to things like American Werewolf in London and The Howling and all those types of films. Werewolves have just continually stayed a cinematic monster. Why do you think that is?
There's something visceral about that kind of transformation, I think, and the whole idea of becoming something else. That's kind of at the root of a lot of horror, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's get back to The Werewolf of Washington here on Nightmare Theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I answer your questions, I would like to make a brief announcement. I have called this conference because of the mass hysteria and now tragedy surrounding a case that we're all very much aware of. Today, I'm pleased to announce the indictment of, secondly, the anarchist must be punished. And thirdly,
I think he's missing
we must have Captree on the Supreme Court. If he so threatens the people, they will stop at nothing. Questions?
Mr. President,
Yes.
Sir, is it true that the same black man you're holding for murder was himself brutally attacked last night?
No, I didn't point at you. I was pointing at her. Her.
Mr. President, the Vice President made a speech last night. I was wondering if you would comment
Yes,
on
I...
that.
I'm glad you asked that question. I would like to make one thing perfectly clear. The Vice President does not clear his speeches with me.
Is the conference over?
No. I just had to leave.
You know, I tried calling you last night after you hung up. Where were you?
Did you? Where was I? I don't know.
Jack, I'm sorry to interrupt, but that black kid died.
I don't care what it is you're going through, son. Commander Salmon assures me that your problems will not interfere with your job, and that's good enough for me.
But I don't think Dr. Salmon...
Now, wait, Jack, wait. Ah, look at that. Jack.
Sir.
I don't care what this gypsy lady told you. Commander Salmon tells me that in your case, or let's say that in this case, the existence of a werewolf has not been verified. So how could you be a werewolf?
Well, sir...
Where's the ball? Where's the damn ball?
Sir...
Either take off your shoes or get in the gutter.
I'm going to let you in a little secret. Whether you know this or not, but I get frightened too.
I like you, Jack. I really do. You're like the son I never had. I see a lot of myself in you. I do. You're going places, Jack, and I like to be part of it. There it is. Just coming up.
Mr. President, tonight, when the moon is full...
Oh, Jack. Tonight when the moon is full. Get on yourself, boy. You're just going through a crisis. I know about crisis. You're running for this one, you're running the rest of your life. Jack, where'd you go to school?
University of Chicago, sir.
Did you play any ball there?
Just four-wall handball, sir. They didn't have varsity sports.
Oh, that's right. There's nothing wrong with four-wall handball. Oh, here, listen, I want you to take a ball. I want you to bowl a few frames with me. Go on, take a ball and get over in the alley over there. Just pick it up and step over there. That's it. All right, now, Jack, I want you to watch this. You watching me, Jack?
Yes.
That's right. Here we go. Look at that shot. All right, now, Jack, you take a shot. Go ahead. Go ahead. Your turn. Go ahead. Take a shot. According to the Senate, let me have the man I want in the Supreme Court. Do you think I don't care about that? Do you? Take a position, President. Go on, get up the line there. That's it. Now, I can assure you that after the proper amount of time for testing and soul searching, I'll strike out at my enemy swiftly and boldly. Maybe even tonight. Hey, boy. Jack, throw the ball. No, not like that. Here. Look, get down. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. That's it. That's it. Now rip the ball back and when you get back, just let it sit down there. Right? That's it. Get the ball back there. All right. Get your knees down there. Now, when you get the ball back there, just let it whisk. Let it go. Okay. You think I run from the battle? You think I shirk from it? Jack, will you throw the ball? Throw the ball down there.
Yes, sir.
If I were to shoot now, I'd be aiming out of sheer recklessness. I'd miss the target completely. Oh, son, Only a few of us left in the boat now. We've got to stick together and strengthen one another. I believe in you, Jack. I want you to believe in me. I promise to stand by you in this crisis, Jack, if you promise me that you'll stand by yourself. Jack, you throw the ball for Christ's sake.
I can't, sir.
Well, sure you can, Jack. Just throw it.
No, I can't. I've been trying to tell you.
Jack, what kind of a man are you, anyway?
I've been trying to tell you, sir. The first thing happens, my fingers start to swell before the moon rises. And now my fingers are stuck in a ball. I can't get it off.
Oh, Jack, but I have a meeting in the war room. Please.
I can't go.
Jack, look, Commander Salmon will be there. Everything will be fine.
I'm stuck in a ball.
Make it a ball. It's a ball. Nothing wrong with that ball. Nothing at all.
We now present a paid political advertisement from Mittens T. Werewolf. El Sapo de Tempesto, under protest, has agreed to interpret after Mittens threatened legal action. It's his fault for signing an interpreter contract.
Hello, I am Mittens T. Werewolf, and I would like to take a moment to respond to some of the scurrilous, now where did he learn that word? Allegations made by my opponent in the upcoming. First, I have never mutilated any old lady within the legal city limits drawn and defined on the 1978 city map of London. Second, I would like to once again remind you folks who exposed you to El Sapo in the first place. It was the Baron. I am the best candidate for this job because if it comes down to it, I will chew off El Sapo's legs and he won't be able to come anywhere near your homes or businesses. Now, come on, guys, this is pushing it a bit too far. I mean, come on. After this election, we still have to be friends. Okay. On election day, vote for your old pal Mittens. If elected, he will bring each and every one of you your morning paper.
This has been a paid political announcement on behalf of Mittens T. Werewolf. Morning paper may be chewed slightly. Once again, El Sapo has asked me to remind you he did this under protest.
The entire country is talking about sex murders and Wash and Weird Wolf. This is just what the paper's been waiting for. Did you see this article in this morning's Times? Articles like that are appearing in every newspaper in every city in the country.
I think we ought to crucify them.
The networks, they can't even control their own people anymore. That circus of hippies outside the White House is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, now, wait a minute. I understand.
Congress is threatening you with impeachment proceedings.
You're confusing the issue entirely.
I am afraid of complete civil disorder. My recommendation is that we declare martial law, put a curfew on the whole city, and bring the Army in on this.
The Army? I think we should hold off on that. Gentlemen, I'd like to come directly to the point. I would like to be able to announce the withdrawal of all troops totally and immediately in Southeast Asia. But frankly, I'm afraid of the reaction from the lunatic right. General DeRocha, or excuse me, Admiral DeRocha, you are a politically astute tactician, well aware of the tensions on the home front. What can I do to keep down casualties here and abroad while I speed up troop withdrawals?
Sir, if we can make just one last quick thrust into his sanctuaries, covered by a reactive, protracted reconnaissance, an active, radiative reconnaissance.
What did I miss?
Try to stay awake over there, Harry.
Yes, sir.
A protective, reactive reconnaissance, an active...
Okay, let's do it.
Sir, don't you think we should notify Congress?
Notify Congress? What do you think, Jack? Jack? No, damn it. Let's just ignore them. Gentlemen, our credibility is at stake throughout the world. No, I will not be found wanting in this nuclear age. Just one more thing, gentlemen. About our plan to recognize Red China.
Mr. President!
He's a great kidder, isn't he? Yeah, time to sit down. Jack, what the hell time is it? Gentlemen, will you please excuse the boy? He hasn't been feeling too well.
Wait! What is your name? What? What is your name? You have a name! What is your name? Tell me your name. What is your name? Are you real? Are you really real?
We now present a paid political announcement from El Sapo de Tempesto.
Oh, hello there. My name is El Sapo de Tempesto, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about some of the greatest issues of our age. You know, they say it takes a tough man to make a tender chicken, and let me tell you, they are right. Do you hear me, America? We need tender chickens. As Americans, we demand and are in fact entitled to tender chickens. And why? Why do we not have tender chickens? Because we have lost our way. We have forgotten the things that make this country great. We have forgotten the Alamo. We have forgotten great shows like 8 is Enough. 8 is Enough was a great show. And how many pieces of chicken are in a bucket of chicken? 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 wings, and 2 breasts. And according to my friend at MIT, that adds up to 8. It ain't used to be enough. We need to return to a simpler time. And this election cycle, you have a choice. It is our golden fried moment, folks. So on election day, vote for tender chickens. Oh, and when it comes for that race for neighborhood watch captain, don't vote for either of those 2 clods. Right in the name of the greatest American hero of all time. Colonel Harlan Sanders. He will save us all. Politics and ambition are destroying me and my friends. Vote for the Colonel!
This has been an embarrassing paid political announcement on behalf of Sappos for a Better Tomorrow. Sorry, folks.
Some silver bullets? No, I want them. With powder. And tonight. All right, $500. I don't care. No, they don't have to be ballistically perfect. Well, can you make 1 by tonight? All right, then send me 1.
Bullets won't stop it. Maybe we can get it with a tank or a flamethrower.
I don't want him destroyed under any circumstances. Don't you realize how important it is to our programs? You must issue the order that he be taken alive.
It's damn interesting, Dr. Kiss, about the programs. Just what the hell are our scientific programs?
Oh, I haven't any more time for this. I have my own work to tend to.
No, the country is pretty much alarmed. Word leaks out that there's a werewolf running around and we can't kill it.
Well, just don't let it. Only you and I have seen this. Just keep all the people off the streets tonight and we'll handle it.
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm up to my neck in this Asian policy stuff, and then 2 students out in Ohio.
I respectfully submit, sir, that is your problem.
Oh, Dr. Kiss? Dr. Kiss? Dr. Kiss, what do you think of my Southeast Asian policy? Dr. Kiss? Oh.
Okay. Mrs. Captree, the publisher, the black kid, the guard in the Pentagon last night, and this is the same shape as the scar on my shoulder, with just one knife to fill in the shape of the 5-pointed star. Another murder tonight. At Watergate, my apartment.
And there's no doubt about it, the shoes we found at the Pentagon are his.
And the shirt.
And the shirt.
If I can just catch a plane tomorrow, I'll have a full month to find that old gypsy woman before the full moon rises again. And, Doctor, I know you can find a way to tell the president so that there won't be a search for me tonight or an investigation. But you have to lock me up tonight.
All right. I'm convinced. We'll lock you up. We can't let the press know about this. We can't let anybody know about it.
Yeah. There's no doubt the press would seize on your personal tragedy to discredit the president.
Well, frankly, I don't even want him to know. He's got enough on his mind already.
Jack, I'm sorry about this.
Could you tell?
Marion? All right, I'll tell her.
I even think I might be able to get some rest tonight, knowing I'm chained up. Let's go. What's that?
It's a time-lapse camera, Jack. Presumably it'll go on during the transformation. If you are what you say you are, we owe it to science to make a record of it. Oh, and the president wants a copy for his new library.
Oh, Captain Salmon, would you turn on the television for me? I'd like to watch the president's address tonight.
Still angry over the...
I have to leave soon, Jack, but I'll be back after the address is over.
Oh, I can't believe I have to go through another night of this agony. Captain Salmon, you see that cane? The cane right by the television set? Pick it up. Pick it up. Then now hit me with it. Hit me with it. On the head. Kill me. I'm just a violent beast, and I'm better off dead. I'm better off dead.
Jack!
I'm better off dead. Jack, kill me, will you?
Pull yourself together, Jack.
Now, there's nothing to whimper about. I guess this station will do. He's going to be on all the stations. All right, Jack, I'll be back after the address.
God. Who did this to you, Jack?
No one did anything to me, Marion. Now, will you get out of here?
Are you insane? Who did this to you?
Marion, will you leave my chains alone?
Did you do this to yourself?
Oh, just leave them alone, Marion. Damn it. Will you get out of here? Out! Out!
Will you please stop barking at me? Now, please stop that nonsense.
It's not nonsense, Marion. Please, will you leave before anything happens to you?
No, I'm not going to leave. Of course not. In fact, I'm spending the night here.
What?
So that you can see this is all in your mind.
Oh, Marion, get the hell out of here!
Don't worry, I'll leave your chains on. What's that?
Marion, just next to the TV, there's a gun there. You see it? All right, it's loaded. Now, if anything happens to me, if I change, that's the only thing that can keep me from killing someone else.
Oh, Jack, stop it.
Marion, if you insist on staying here, you can at least do that for me. Keep it with you at all times. Now, you can do that for me, can't you, Marion? You can at least do that.
It's Daddy.
Mr. President. Jack, I know I gave you a few days off, but it's just that the press secretary is ill, and I need you there. I guess it's my most important address ever. I'm announcing a terms limitation agreement with the Chinese foreign minister, and I just don't want the public to think that it's a cover for the curfew I'm imposing upon Washington tonight. I just don't want to sound like the little boy who cried wolf. You know what I mean, Jack? What? Jack, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to insist. Yeah. Well, I've already sent a chopper over there to pick you up.
Hello and welcome back. Well, the election is over and the results should be coming in now. In fact, Sapo, turn on the radio.
A dangerous plague has devastated the Midwest and is making its way towards us. In election news, the polls are now closed, and with 100% of the precincts reporting, we are ready to declare a winner in the Lugosi Lane Neighborhood Watch Captain race. The Baron Mondo Von Doren, 1 vote. Mittens T. Werewolf, 1 vote. And the winner appears to be a write-in candidate, Colonel Harlan D. Sanders, 10,043 votes. It appears the voters wanted a dead man over either of those two, and I can't say as I blame them.
Well, that's just great. Turn that off. There goes my chance to start ruling the world one neighborhood, one street at a time. Wait, there aren't 10,000 people in the neighborhood?
Well, they did let some folks vote more than once. I myself snuck in and voted 10,038 times.
Dang it, both of us lost, Mittens. You know, while we might have been opponents with different visions of how best to run the neighborhood, I think we can agree on one thing. This guy ruins everything. Everything. Now let's get back to the thrilling conclusion of Werewolf of Washington.
Well, on the positive side, boss, you didn't have to shake many babies or kiss any ugly hands.
There is that. I'll take that as a win.
Mr. President, isn't that your helicopter over there?
They're all my helicopters, Jack. It's a special occasion, Mr. Prime Minister. It's the first time we've ever interrupted our nation's television broadcasting for an unannounced press conference. Isn't that right, Jack?
I understand it comes at a very good time. Is it true that everybody in Washington is afraid of a werewolf?
A werewolf? No, I haven't heard that story.
Oh, is that so? I read a report of it in one of the Hanoi papers. It sounded like a case of mass hysteria.
Well, it sounds like an amusing report, Mr. President. Jack, would you look into that? Jack? A werewolf. Jack? I haven't read any of those Hanoi papers. Werewolf. Now, Mr. Foreign Prime Minister, sir, we will introduce you to the nation, and then I will come on next with an...
Hey, this is more... 开玩笑这个啊赶他出去啊
Mr. Prime Minister, no, we are going to introduce you first to the nation. Let's see how...
我一点不懂你讲什么话这事情
Let's see, how do you say that in Chinese? Wa Shen Cheer Sound. You'll be the grabbers. You'll get the people, and then that'll raise a certain amount of speculation, Mr. Prime Minister, and then I'll come on, and that'll give the people what they've been waiting for. Do you understand? I come on, Mr. Prime Minister, you're not listening. Mr. Prime Minister. Wa Shen Cheer Chowni. You understand, Mr. Prime Minister?
I don't understand at all.
Then I come on, and then I'll announce
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this. Hey, this is not the thing I want. I don't want him here.
What? Just leave Jack out of this now. You just talk to me for a moment. What I'm talking about, Mr. Prime Minister...
Let's chat about this first. I don't want to see him here.
Mr. Prime Minister, would you please pay attention here just a moment? Jack, will you pay attention too? Damn it!
赶他出去啊！你这是 joke， 而且我，这不能这样讲玩笑的事情。
It's no joke, Mr. Prime Minister. No war, of course.
出去啊！赶他出去啊！
Jack, please just help me out here a little bit, will you? Washen sheer sounding. Sheer sound. Sawning, you know. Sawning. Washen sheer sounding.
我懂得 understand what you said,
Jack.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll get it straight. Jack, would you just pay a little attention over here, Jack?
No, Jack! This is hijack! Hijack! Not hijack!
No, hijack, Mr. Prime Minister. No, hijack. Washen sheer sounding. You'll go before the nation.
No more 介绍 I go! 你不要胡说八道，你不要乱来开玩笑啊！我不要他在这儿，我要去 I go!
No, don't get off here. No, don't get off here. We have to land, sir. Land. Jack, how do you say land? Jack, will you please try to pay some attention over here? Mr. Prime Minister, after we announce you... Jack, you're right. It is you. Sit, boy! Sit! Heel, Jack! Heel! Charlie! No! Charlie! Get this crane out of this car! No! Charlie, get this goddamn thing
Jack, what are you? My God. Marion.
I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. Washen, just Sonny. Washen, just Sonny.
Jack? Jack, is that you?
It was Whittier.
Oh, Jack!
Al,
Jack, I didn't know!
get Marion out of here.
Jack!
I don't want the press to know she's here.
Jack! 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 Jack!
Now, if this gets out,
What gets out, General? He's changed back. Who's to say any of us saw what we saw?
an autopsy. We'll have an autopsy. No. My mind, it's playing tricks on me. Listen, we'll give him a hero's burial. He came between a sniper's bullet and the president's daughter. We trace this gun, find out who the owner is. No, bury it with last year's nerve gas.
The president's going to be all right. He just has a little bite on the neck.
Thank God. Hal! Tell Marion her father's going to be all. Never mind. Well, you guys won't have Jack Whittier to kick around anymore.
My fellow Americans, this is your president speaking to you from the White House. First, I want to thank you for your letters and telegrams offering me your best wishes during my recent illness. Secondly, I know I can count on your support as I lash out against the enemies of America, both in the press as well as the Senate, Republicans as well as Democrats, white as well as black, who have circulated the vicious rumors holding members of my administration responsible for the recent and tragic deaths of just a few of my political opponents. At night, I roam the silent, empty corridors of this great house, wrestling with my conscience, and I've come to this conclusion. If I'm to prevent our enemies from destroying not me, but the very office of the presidency, I must have your support. And so
Welcome back. Well, that was some ending, wasn't it? No one saw that coming. No one. Not even the actors in this film.
Boss Mittens, now that this election is over, do you suppose things can get back to normal? Can we all be friends again?
I suppose so, Sapo. Mittens, let's bury the hatchet. No, not in Sapo's head where it belongs. Let's put the election behind us and get along. None of us are cut out for electoral politics, I guess. At least not when it comes to democracy. I'm more of a king-emperor type. Voting is for suckers.
Oh, boss, you don't believe that. I mean, come on. We both voted for that guy in that talent show and he won, but then he went crazy and ate all those people and he went to prison, but he still won thanks in part to our votes.
You're right, I guess. I take back what I said. Democracy is the greatest system in the world and it's up to all of us to vote. The right to vote is one of our most precious rights and far too many of us ignore it. You should all vote. especially for me. Dang it, I should have won that election. I am meant to rule you people. What is wrong with you? Can you not see a leader when he stands before you?
Now, calm down, boss. Would it make you feel better if I showed you what we have on deck for next week?
Probably not. There's no way it could be worse than what we just watched, though.
We have this, boss.
Your uncle didn't die from natural causes. In fact, he may have been murdered. Murdered?
A town terrorized by an unknown killer. And the killer hunt is on. Is it the village belle? Or her sweetheart? Is it the beloved doctor? Or the town drunk? Could it be the accommodating waitress? Or the stranger?
What's your secret? Promise not to tell anyone? Sure. Well, I'm really the devil.
But whoever the stranger is, he's raising the devil in town. And the devil's partner is busy, too.
It's me!
A blood-marked trail will take you into shocking terror. Half man, half beast. He sold his soul to the devil.
Wow. I might be wrong. That looks awful. We'll get through it, though. So until next time, may all your dreams be nightmares. And remember to vote in the next election for me!